Hi fam, how are we doing today? Let's talk about something. Most times we have money sitting in our bank account because we don't know where to put the money. We are unsure of what investment to. I get it. So today I want to discuss something about letting your money sit in your bank account, especially the traditional banks where they are yielding you measly interest. So I want to show you what you can do, and I'm going to be practical. So I will show you some of the things you need to know. By the time you go through this video, you will be able to bring it back to your own and see what you are missing. So let's get started and let me walk you through. So that 5 million in your account is actually losing value. That 5 million you have in your account is losing value. And you're scrolling, some people are cashing out. Some people are spending up to 15,000 every month on data. And that's like 180K, like 150 to 180K in a year. Hmm. That's a lot though. And then if you check it with the number of subscribers they have, that's a lot of money. All these network people, they're making plenty money. Oh. But the truth is, that money that you have, you need to start being a shareholder. You need to move from a user, a consumer, to becoming an owner. They are two different things. Consumer, owner. So move from, or still be a user, but at the same time, be an owner of something so that when they pay you money, interest, dividends, you'll be able to use those interests and dividends to do something meaningful with your life. So that 5 million in your bank account is losing 1 million annually. Let me explain, because it may sound like, what is she saying? Like, some people are going to literally open their mouth like this, but let me show you some of the things that you have no idea that you are actually missing. Now let's get started. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And on this channel, I show you how to make your money work for you. And we have an amazing money community. Guess what, guys? We are starting batch 7.0 in the next 1 week. So if you join now, you will have opportunity to be a part of 7.0. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Watch this video to the end. Like, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Please give this video thumbs up because it will help YouTube to show it to more people. And as you're learning, let others also learn. So I want to show you the math that you didn't learn in school. Not like we didn't learn math in school, but when it comes to money, there are some calculations that it seems like school just did not show us this thing. Hey, so the money that you're keeping in the bank is not safe. The reason is simple: inflation is destroying it. And of course, in this part of the world, our inflation is really high. So 5 million can only buy for you what 4 million would have bought last year. The cost of things have gone up. Yes, I know that some people will tell me, oh, some food prices have come down, rice, gari. But the truth is, if you look at the overall, a lot of things are still expensive. There are so many things that you will need beyond just rice and gari. So just look at this thing holistically and let's break it down so you will understand it better. Like I said before, our inflation is around 20%. So while you're sleeping and you're happy that the money you kept in the bank, they're giving you 3.5%, let me even be, let me sound moderate, let me sound nice. Let's say banks are giving you 5%. But the truth is that inflation is still eating it, because at the end of the year, that 5 million will only buy what 4 million can actually buy as per last year. So let's look at the real numbers. So this is 5 million in the next 3 years. Year one, the 5 million will buy what 4 million would have bought. In the second year, 5 million will buy what 3 million would have bought. And in the third year, 5 million will buy what 2.5 million would have bought. Can you see now? Can you see these figures? So as inflation is eating, taking 20% off, the value of what your money will buy will begin to reduce. And this is not science, it's the fact that by the time you go to the market, I don't know if it has happened to you that you walk into the market, when you come back, you start looking through the things you bought and you start calculating again. I thought I went to market with 50,000. How is it that I have only 20 things? Like these 20 things now, by the time you now sit down and do the calculation and put everything, you see that really you actually spend 50K on those 20 things. So let's look at 5 million in the bank. So you earn 5%. from your bank. The first year, that price 5 million will give you 5.2 million. Is actually 5,250,000. And then in the second year, that 5 million, if you still left it in the bank, it will give you 5.5 million. And then in the third year, it will give you 5.7, just approximate it to like 5.8. Now, my question is, with 5.8, we are not really moving. We are barely moving. So it's not going to make a lot of sense, but it's still better than just leaving the money without getting any interest at all. So let's look at it that, okay, inflation is 20%, but in 3 years, you've earned 788,000. The truth is, yes, you earn 788,000, which is amazing. But the truth is that you will still lose with inflation, because if you check 20% as against 5%, you are still lacking in the 15%. That 15% that you are lacking in will still affect you, whether you like it or not. You will still not be able to cover up. Because sometimes people will tell me, um, compound interest is supposed to help. Yes, but the truth is that the first 2 years, the effect may not really be, you won't feel the effect so much. But in the third year, in the fifth year, in the 10th year, compound interest will do much more work for you. So let's look at another thing. If you had invested that 5 million in a 20% safe, moderate, conservative investment, that you know that, okay, your capital preservation is also there and all of that. So let's say you invested it in 20%. It means that in the first year, that 5 million will be 6 million. In the year two, it will now be worth, if you left everything the same way, it will now be worth 7.2 million. That's, you did not add any money to the 5 million. Then by third year, you would have 8.6 million. Can you see the huge difference? It's the same year, the same number of years, 3 good years, but one is giving you better return. So my question is, why would you go for 5 when you know that there are options of 15 and above? You can do 20. And these are safe investment ideas. So would you rather save in the bank, or would you invest in a safe conservative investment? That's the question that I want to ask you. Where would you prefer to put in the money? Because it seems like when you're saving at 5%, you are still moving, but you are moving slowly backwards. You're not really moving forward, because as it's scratching you and taking some parts off, you are still almost where you started. But at least it's better than not getting anything at all. And sometimes these banks are very funny. If you're not well informed, you would not know that the account you have and you're busy withdrawing money. By the time you make several withdrawals, you're no longer eligible to earn these interests, and you will not know. So the year will pass and you're not getting anything. And that alone makes people feel bad, because after like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I've seen people who left a lot of money. Probably they're not using it, something they want to use to do project, and they're not ready yet. And of course, the money is just idle there. So would you rather save it in the bank? I'm asking again, or would you rather invest it in a safe, conservative investment? I know what you're going to tell me. You will tell me, I would like to invest it in something bigger that will give me more returns, right? So maybe you also feel this is still too risky. Why am I putting all of my 5 million in just one place? Why do I have to carry all the 5 million and put in one place? Let me break it down for you. You can still put it into different categories. You can split the money into stocks. There are so many amazing stocks that have done more than 100% this year already. So imagine that you are in a right community and you have at least half of the money put in the stock market and is able to return half for you, meaning that your 2.5 in the stock would have given you 500. Now you put the remaining half, you split it between T-bills and mutual fund. And T-bills is giving you like 17% in a year. And then the mutual fund is giving you 20% in a year. Can you see that at the end of the day, in the third year, you would have, if you're doing 100%, 100%, 100%, you're like on razor, you're on a strategy, not like guess or research, and you're doing strategy and you're getting 100% every. You see that that's 2.5 here will be 5 million. That 5 million can easily turn to 10 million. So that's where knowledge comes in. So you can split your money into stocks, into T-bills, into mutual fund. You can even add another one, which is the high interest savings account, so that it will help you in terms of emergency purposes where you need money and you need to dip your hand there. So that extra can be used now to pay for so many things, pay for school fees, sort out house need, use it to upgrade yourself on a skill, do so many things that you cannot even, like, there are so many things you can see. When you have extra money and you are solving problem with extra money, not the one you're working hard for, there's the sweetness that comes with it, and that thing can help you a lot. So I just wanted us to talk about this information. So you need a plan, and that is the reason why I wrote this book, 1 billion wealth plan. Most times people do not understand that they have the capacity to actually build up to 1 billion before they retire. Meaning, I want people to start retiring before 65 when you have a wealth plan. This book is still going to drop by next month, which is November. Now, the cost of this book will be less than the price of shawarma. When you hear the price, you will be shocked. And it's a simple, straightforward plan that will give you things you can do. So it's not better you sacrifice the money for shawarma and use it to buy a book plan that can guide you for the next, maybe because I'm going to break it down. Oh, I want to retire in the next 10 years. You're going to see a plan that will suit you. I want to retire in the next 15 years, 20 years. You're going to see the plan that suits you, that all you need to do is to follow through. But most importantly, people in my community are getting how to do this. They are getting it directly from me. And for people who will join in batch 7.0, they're going to get this book for free. So make sure you join batch 7.0. So that's book, you can get access to it. So join our VIP community. It is only 50,000. You don't have to guess. You avoid some costly mistakes. And of course, you build real wealth, because that's the most important thing I want you to understand from this whole video. I don't want you to work hard and then you have money sitting idle. As you're working hard, let the money also start working with you, so that you will build a portfolio that will beat inflation, like scatter it like juggler, juggler. So build real wealth, learn how to buy, learn how to sell, learn how to reinvest and earn in dividends. We are starting this community is beyond just stocks. We do complete personal finance program, saving, spending, investing. We talk of stocks, mutual fund, passive income, early retirement. You get everything. And this is us saying 7.0 is going live. So you need to join us this weekend. Make up your mind so that you start on time to position for 2026. It is a money reset project. So you go through your challenges. We have dividend challenge, we have 100% challenge, we have compound interest guide, and then the wealth plan book is going to be there. And of course, we also learn market analysis so that we can grow rich in 2026. Don't be left out. Don't say you did not hear. So it is 50,000 to join the community, and the payment link, of course, is in the description of this video. So just go there and click. Every information you need is there. So did you enjoy today's lesson? I wanted to do something different because most times we're always asking that question, how is it that my money can work for me? How do I make my money work for me? So you can start small. You don't really need to do a lot, because that's where people get it wrong. Oh, I don't have 5 million. You mentioned 5 million. The truth is that you can start with 5,000, 10,000. That's why you see that book, go and get it. Whenever I drop it, make sure you grab the book, because I broke down even 10,000 naira, so that you will not say, oh, all this wealth building plan is expensive. No, I want to show you how to make 1 billion, right? You will get all the breakdown in the book. So if you're excited about the book, let me know if you're excited in the comment section. Let me know if you're excited to get access to this book. So if you enjoyed today's lesson, please give this video a like, share this video to someone whose video can actually help, subscribe, give this video at least 100 likes, and stick around, because once you subscribe, the next video you would know when I drop it, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.